Hello everyone and welcome back to Tuscany. Just having a little nose out here over the fields. Obviously we can see our drag mark. Serenar asked us whether or not how long that takes to repair. It takes some days to repair that. It doesn't smooth out the ridges. The ridges in the ground I think are a result of the way the game saves its layout. So where we've dragged it over the other side, we haven't actually gotten any benefit from that. And as you can see, the swath of grass that we cut, that we didn't do anything with, we didn't rake, we didn't touch in any way, has mostly turned to hay. So I'm guessing probably if we go forward another day, we're probably going to see this all hay. So I've had a quick check on our animals. I think the sheep, we don't have sheep. I think the cows could probably do with having some real grass, so I think we're going to go and throw some real grass in their little trough, and we're going to hear Duke. I mean, somehow, I think he's messing around in the grass pile, because I hear him really strongly when we're at the grass pile. So I'm just a little bit concerned that the cows are at 1.5 stars. That affects their value. I don't want it to affect them kind of breeding, so we're going to kind of go and take some 3-star grass and put it in there for them. So I think that's only reasonable. So then once we move forward today, hopefully we'll have 2 swaths of hay to bale up, and we've got the field to be seeded, so I think we'll get prepared for that, and that's going to be another speed scene. So yes, hopefully that will work for everything that everyone wants. So I think we'll get 40 grass in there. I know they go through it quite quickly, so I want to make sure we've got enough just to cover the night, and hopefully get them back up to full marks. Oh, I think Duke just had a little bit of a glitch moment. Bless him. I'm hoping that by kind of moving around and about, we're actually going to kind of get to the stage where he's going to reappear and come and jump into our arms and be a good little dog again. But I'm guessing, based on that sound, that perhaps he's not. Oh, come on. There we go. So there's definitely something around that grass area. Okay, so we've got, yeah, and we've got some milk cans there, ready to go. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do for now, and we're going to go over here. Yeah, we're going to go over here. We're going to do the day forward. And it's miraculously all turned to hay. So we have got now both swaths to kind of bale up in hay. I don't think we need to do another grass swath to bale up into grass bales. So we've got that to go and get doing. And then so we'll do that now. No time like the present, as they say. So we're not going to speed scene that. I'm pressing the farming simulator button to turn the lights on, and that doesn't work very well in agricultural simulator. So let's get our baler. Ooh! Actually, I'm going to, before we connect that, I'm going to come over here, and we're going to move that like that, because I don't want to be pulling this. It's going to make it more difficult to pull it out if we don't do that. So we'll connect you to there, please. Okay, not too close to the wall. We'll make it. It's Farmer Giles driving, so we'll be fine. There we go. Perfecto. So, now what do we want to do? Should we go around the back first? Yeah, let's do that. What I'll do is I will pick up the bales either as a speed scene or in off screen, depending upon how this works. So let's get out. Let's move the hand. Can we do it? Must be disconnected, so that's probably why I left it like that. I was probably just having a lazy moment. So there we go. So must be connected to move the rake. So we'll connect it again to that one. Requires connected PTO. Yep, that's good. Let's get that connected as well. Doink! Voila! So it doesn't have anything in it, I don't think. No, so we're ready. We are ready. And I'm still pressing the Farming Simulator button to activate the lights. So there we go. So now let's activate the baler. Good, good. Looks like it's up to speed. Oh, there's something we haven't done. Let's go the long way around. We don't want to get caught by that. We haven't opened the door. That could have been fun. I spotted it. I did spot it. There we go. And there we go. So let's take a nice little stroll along our hay. So we should start to see. No, we don't see a capacity on this. But we'll get there. I think we'll possibly be able to take it up to 2. There we go. I'm just trying to make sure we get the lot. So there we go. So we've been waiting a while for this so that we could get our hay bales. And what we're probably going to find is we didn't need any anyway, but no, I wanted to show you guys that hay was possible as well. So there we go. And there, yeah, so it is. I'm jigging along with the music again, like I usually do. Have we actually dropped any yet? No. This is usually the point at which the PTO makes a right clackety noise, because as you turn, it stretches it, and obviously the couplings around it kind of do like to make a clacking noise. It's all good fun. So where are we going? Where are we going? Get that little bit? Did we get that little bit? Yes, we got that little bit. It's just become so dispersed because we've raked it that many times, and all we needed to do was just leave it. So we'll get this baling done. We'll have a quick check on the animals. Hopefully the cows will be back up into a more normal. So we can see hay bales starting to emerge. So I'm guessing I'm not going to lift the rake up because we've got reasonably good ground as we go over to the other swath. But I am obviously going to disconnect to... not disconnect, I am going to deactivate the baler. And then we're going to go around here. We've got a nice big enough space. We've got a nice straight run on that now. And hopefully, by this point, we should start to get a few bales actually emerge, which would be kind of cool. So let's activate the baler. Now, chugga-lugga-lugga. So yeah. And this is about as far as zoomed out as I can go, which is seems a little bit odd to me really, but there we go. We'll carry on nevertheless. And yeah. Oopsie! What's going on there? You hit the ground something, didn't you? So yeah. So that will be hay bales done. So you've seen us kind of forage for grass, bale grass, and now bale hay. You'll probably see us bale some hay, not some hay, some straw, when we get to that point. So what we're now going to do is we're going to stop here. We're going to get out, we're going to empty out the baler, and it should just throw out the bales. Good hay bale. Just what you needed, a rolling hay. So let's shut the doors. Let's move the rake up. So we'll basically put it back into its going indoor mode. We'll disconnect that, and we're going to disconnect that. And I'm going to move the hand in. So let's take it back in. Put it away. We're not going to need it again now until we've harvested. Oopsie, nearly. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a bit reckless, Farmer Giles. Now we test more reversing. Honestly. You never saw anything like it, did you? Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Steady on. Slow and small adjustments, Farmer Giles. Isn't that what I always taught you? Honest. Okay, now we're in the room. It's quite odd where it deposits you when you kind of get out the tractor, but nevertheless, we will make do. So now what we're going to do is we're going to check on our animals really quickly. But first up we're going to connect up our... Are you telling me I'm stuck on that bush? Seriously? Okay. We can connect up. If I can actually get to the position I want to be in. There we go. Connect that up. Ready? Because that's going to go with us very shortly, because we want quite a lot of wheat to seed this field, so I'm thinking we're going to probably attach take that down there, bring the seeder over and attach that to the back of it, and then we're going to we're going to have bunches of seed in that. Yep, so they're back up to 2 stars, so they obviously liked having the good grass. So I will do that again next time before we actually push forward a day, because we're going to be pushing forward a day again, I think, on this episode, so we can try and see if we can start to get the offspring, because they are that's what we're expecting. So let's kind of go down around to our seed area, and we can pick up our seeder, and we can pick up a whole bunch of seed, ready for us to do our wonderful work. If I do remember, there is a hitch at the back of the cedar. I couldn't understand why it was there, but there we go. So I'm going to just jump out here. I'm just going to take a little run down here just to see how our crops are doing. Unlike FS 2013, you don't have something that kind of shows you what it's supposed to look like. So if I remember correctly, this is our sunflowers, so they're coming up and growing quite nicely. This, yeah, that would seem to be the corn, and that would be the wheat. So you can see we've got some nice textures there. So they're obviously all still growing, so that's good. I seem to remember it is pretty clear when they're fully grown, and you can then obviously get your harvester and start the real work. So let's just have a look at the back end of this. No, there isn't a hitch on the back of it. So we're going to have to make 2 trips. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. So first up, before we make 2 trips, let's... Is there anything in here? There's nothing in here. Capacity of 200. Why do you keep doing that? Is it because you're not connected or something? So, not in range. Oh yeah, because I have to be in range of that. Why can I not use it? Maybe you've been bashed around too much. So I think it'll take 4 of the wheat to fill that up. So we're going to put 4 wheat right next to it. And then the rest of them we're going to put in the trailer. That's the word. Trailer is a good word. Unless, of course, you happen to kind of draw a memory blank and completely forget what the word is. So, that's for our cedar before we kind of move on. So let's now open up the back end of our trailer. And we can then move all of this. I'm hoping that this is going to be significantly easier in Agricultural Simulator. What is it with me and words today? Agricultural Simulator 2013, which we'll be playing in a few weeks, I think. I have it installed, and I'm itching. I really am itching to play it. I haven't touched it. I haven't even played a test game because I want, when I kind of record for the first time, I want that to be the first time I'm playing it. I did play the demo, but clearly that's not the same, because the demo was very limited. It gave you basically a tutorial only, so you couldn't do any kind of free play activities. So yeah, so I think we're gonna, given the size of the field, we're going to need to have everything, all of the wheat. So we're going all in. And I think we're still not going to have enough to seed the full thing. I think we're going to have to kind of get there and seed as much as we can and accept that either that or I might go to the shop and buy some more. But I really don't want to do that until we've harvested the other fields. But just between you and me, yeah? I might do. Don't tell Jenny from accounts. She'll tell me off. She's mean. Although she and Farmer Giles seem to be getting quite friendly, so watch this space. So I'm just trying to get around without getting stuck on things. So I'm not sure this is the most thrilling stuff, but like I said, I will continue talking. Even when I'm doing the boring stuff, people seem to like it if I'm talking, so So there we go. So yeah, so... What? I thought those doors closed. That's just an optical illusion. So we now have practically no wheat left in our store. Oh goodness me. Get in there, please. Okay, last bit of wheat. So... Where did that go? I'm going to assume it got dropped in there, because anything else is just not funny. Okay, so... Okay, what's now going on? Okay, I think the game has decided to throw a wobbly on me at the moment, so I'm going to pause the recording until such time as I've got it back under control. Okay, turns out it was just me pressing buttons, so it wasn't the game. Blame me, silly fadman. Why does it not like me pressing tab? Ah, it's because I'm pressing tab and I'm on something. That seems very odd. There's obviously a reason for it. If you're hovering over a bale and you press tab, your screen just stops, and you have to then right-click to get out of it. Could that be a way to move the animals without having to hold down the right-click? We will test that theory when we come to sell them. Excellent. I like that idea. So let's get this over to the field. Then we'll be back and we will get our seeder over to the field, avoiding all these wonderful hay bales that we've got. Like I say, I will pick those up off screen and put those into our inventory. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't roll the trailer. Farmer Giles, you're a complete lunatic behind that wheel, I have to tell you. So I'm thinking what we're probably going to do is park this up here. Yeah, let's park this up here. Where am I? There I am. So let's disconnect, and we're going to open the back door so that it's basically ready for us to pull the seed out when we're seeding. So yeah, so I think we'll now move into the speed scene, and I'm going to go and get the seeder, and we're going to seed this field. So stand by, folks. Okay, so off we head over to pick up the seeder, past our wonderful hay bales again, just for the sheer heck of it. I'm kind of pleased to see those. We've been waiting a while, trying to get the seeder, so we had the trouble with trying to load it up before, so I thought, well, maybe attach it and see then if we can get the open command to work, and it still did the same thing. So I thought I'd try again. I thought I'd just leave the seed there to see if it would just automatically go in, but no. So then I thought, well, maybe it needs emptying. No, didn't need that either. And then I thought, well, okay, maybe if I drop it down and try the other command, but it could become detached. So we try dropping it down and up, and we still can't use the open command. So very much a frustration for me there. So I tried again with it dropped down, and it's just still was not playing ball at all. So I thought, well, okay, we'll drive it away a little bit, see if it's just something in that area. And again, exactly the same thing. So I began to get rather annoyed. So I thought, okay, right, we'll take this back to the shop. If they've sold us stuff goods, then they can blooming well have it back, and they can give us a proper seeder that's going to work. So here I am, tearing off over the roads to the town. about to go and confront the shopkeeper that sold me a duff cedar. So here we are on the way into Macarona. So yeah, and I kind of didn't quite get the angle right there. So and I kind of go and knock on the door and say, okay, come out here and look at this. This thing's just not working. And yeah, the shopkeep couldn't really argue with me, so I said, okay, right, well, you can have it back then, and I'm going to go and buy a new one. So I sold it to them. Less the damage that Farmer Giles had done by smacking logs into it, and we went and bought another one in the hopes that that would soon fix our issues. So the new one was delivered. It was a different company, so they delivered it directly to the farm for us. So here we are, running back over to the farm, nice and quickly. Another view of those beautiful hay bales as we go, and you can see the cedar up in the yard as we kind of drive up in. And so I thought, well, okay, before I attach it, I'm just going to go and give it a go. And lo and behold, it was doing exactly the same thing. So I thought, right, okay, if it's doing this, I need to quit the game. So there's the cutscene. I've basically closed the game, reopened, and now it's working. So kind of didn't need to sell it, but I was at a loss to explain it. So there we go. So now we can attach up our cedar, go and pick up the 4 bags of seed that we've got left down by the storehouse, and get on our way and start our seeding. So this has all been a bit of a frustration. I could have cut this out, but I figured that it's not really me derping, it was just the game. So I thought you guys would probably like to see that, just in case you come across anything similar. A quit and reload seems to have worked in that particular instance. So here we are, heading out to our field, and I kind of changed my mind where I wanted to start seeding from, and then kind of got in. And obviously you'll see plenty of times I'm in and out of the tractor, because you have to be on the you have to be outside the tractor in order to drop the seeder to actually do the seeding. And there I'm just showing you the way that it's going down. And we look again, and we can see that there's about 50 for each pass, which means we can do 4 passes with 1 full seeder, which is very good actually. So I was pretty pleased with that. I was hoping that would mean that we'd have enough seed to go right the way through. I'm a little bit concerned about that ridge coming up on the next pass, but I figured we'd just give it a go anyway. And I start to get the habit that you basically get out the same side of the tractor. So we'll get out the correct side of the tractor to drop it down now, i.e. the top side of the field, the uphill side of the field. But when we're coming the other way, we also get out the uphill side of the field. So it's a little interesting, but it's consistent, so I can deal with that. So there we are, and we managed to get over the ridge without any particular issues whatsoever. So I was pretty pleased with that. And by this stage, I'm beginning to think to myself, well, what else is it that we haven't done in this particular Let's Play? And I'm starting to think, okay, well, we're seeding this field. I think we're not going to do it this episode, but perhaps next episode we need to fertilise it, because that would probably do wonders for our yield. So here we are, going up for our first reload of the seeder, which is exactly why we brought the trailer over with all the seed. And I was a little bit unsure what to expect, because there was still 9 seed left in the seeder when we finished. And then I was just derping around trying to get that bag in there. And then this last bag I try and put in, and it just doesn't go. So I then look at it and realise that it's actually only got 9 seed left in it. So I've just put it back on the trailer, because it's filled itself to capacity, or filled the seeder to capacity. And left me with the leftovers in the bag, which is perfectly fine. So we then kind of get stuck back in the same old routine. So I'm just going to kind of pause for the time being and take a breath and let you enjoy the seeding. So here I am having just a little bit of a trouble with that ridge there. I eventually get it and then kind of carry on, just as you do. But that's one of the things with the ploughing, that you try to kind of cultivate and level off as best as you can. So here we are, and we kind of head on over, head on back, as is usual. I'm trying to estimate how many passes I think it's going to kind of take, but because we're only midway through the field, it's difficult to tell. So I just keep going. We've got some naughty chickens, hoping they're not going to kind of eat all our seed before it grows into the beautiful wheat crop that we're expecting to harvest from here. And it's about time now to fill our sower again. So that's exactly what we do. And as I do it, I start off with the part bag that we kind of got left with last time, fight with it a little, and then kind of get the other bags. And as I'm doing this, I kind of have a look and see, well, actually, we're not going to have enough to fill up the seeder a third time. So, well, I say a third time, it's actually a fourth time, really, isn't it? But we've not got another complete fill of the seeder. So this is our part bag this time, so that leaves us with, I think, 15. So we've got 65 seed left, which is just over one pass. So kind of see how we go with this, and yeah. So I shall just pause that there for the time being. Okay, so by about now I'm fairly confident there's another kind of 3 passes to go. So we've got this pass and then we need to refill the seeder. So I'm realising that we're going to need to buy some seed, preferably 2 bags, and then we'd get those 3 passes completely in. So I figure, well, what we'll do is we'll go up and we'll fill up with what we've got, and then take a trip on into town. And get some more seeds. So that's precisely what we're doing right now. If I don't kind of keep dropping the bag. I also remember that we did have some wheat up in the chicken coop, but there was only kind of 5 or 2 wheat in there, so it wasn't really enough for what we needed to do. So we head on into town, and I figured that we'd get some from there and carry on. So, zoom on into Macarona, as we do. Farmer Giles is driving at significant speed down here, but it's alright because there's no one else around. So we've still got the previous drunken episodes of trying to get grain, trying to get the sunflowers, that was, wasn't it? I realised there's no wheat in that stack. There's wheat in the middle there. I tried to pull it out a few times and it doesn't work, so I then kind of end up picking up the top sacks and moving them over. Then I get my wheat, get that in the seeder, and I go through it all again and quickly realise that's the only bag of wheat that there is in the place, which is very inconvenient. I then realised that I'd actually paid for those 2 that I'd moved off, so I shift them over to my market stall. I thought I'd paid for that one, but I'd put it back, so I think it had kind of reimbursed me. But so I stick them over there so that they'll sell, and then just kind of a bit disappointed we go on our way, because I really wanted 2 bags of seed, but we only got the 1, so we're just gonna have to make it work. And as we drive on over, we kind of take perhaps the scenic route, and I look over and we can see there's a log, so we kind of need to sell that one as well, because that's obviously spawned in one of our fast forward of the days. And then we kind of, we start to take our last few passes, running over the tractor there, which was, I think, possibly a moment of just a little bit of frustration that we couldn't get the seed, so we try and spread the seed nice and wide so that we can get the maximum coverage of the field possible. And yeah, that's where we kind of go with that. And so now we realise that there's not going to be enough to do this and to get all the way back up. So I just figure, okay, right, well, let's do what we can do. And the hill kind of affects the seeder slightly, as you can see. It does kind of, you might not be able to see it so much on the speed, but it does slip a little bit downhill, which is a little bit odd, but not unexpected really. And here we are, just final pass, and I figure I'd just use up the remaining kind of little amount of seed that's in there, so keep an eye on it, and then when it's out we kind of shut up shop. Okay, so we're back. We've seeded the field as best we can. I had to buy some seed, so I don't tell Jenny. We'll be okay. So probably going to be moving forward off screen the day, and also as we kind of look behind us, we can see that there's a log over there, so we'll be selling that off screen as well. So I think pretty much it's going to be until next time. Just take care, folks.